Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope all you guys are doing well. I do want to take a second just to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Aries out there, so guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Remember that the energies can reverse, so if it's resonating for you, Aries, you get in wherever you fit in, but make sure you don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aries? Oh. Aries. All right. Aries, you're starting out with the Ace of Wands reversed. You have the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So something here has ended. I do feel like you're walking away from this. You're no longer investing in it. And in fact, you might be thinking to yourself that you shouldn't have invested in it to begin with. Some of you feel like it was a really poor investment. It could have been a situation that you felt was more sexual versus something to do with feelings and emotions. And I feel like you're walking away from it because that's not what you want. It's not what is going to make you happy. So let me see who's in your energy. You're walking towards what will fulfill you, though, and that's the positive. Show me who is in Aries energy. Show me who is in Aries energy. You know, when we see an ending, that always indicates a new beginning as well. But sometimes it takes a second to get there. And sometimes that new beginning doesn't look like what we think it's going to either. I know that has happened to me a few times in various areas of my life. All right. So the person in your energy, we have the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We have the Six of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. All right, so this is somebody who you are either currently involved with that you're walking away from, or this is somebody who wants to be involved with you. Regardless, this is someone you've known for a while. I don't feel like this is a new energy here. I do feel like this is somebody you've been involved with, possibly even married to. This was a long-term connection. This person is actually very fond of you. They're very committed and they want to stabilize things with you. So let me see the energy between, because your energies are very different, very opposite. Let me see the energy between Aries and this person. Thank you. The Hermit. Okay. So you're both searching for answers. There's a lack of communication. You've both gone within. Unfortunately, it looks like your answers are different. Like you're saying, no, I don't feel it in this connection anymore. I'm not passionate about it anymore. And I think it needs to end. And what they're saying is, no, we need to stabilize this. This is something that's long-standing and can grow. Let me see what's affecting. But neither of you are currently talking. You're both searching. You're both looking for answers. Show me what's affecting this connection. You might be dealing with a Virgo. There's very heavy Virgo energy. Five of Wands. There's been conflict here. Conflict as they're trying to embrace the connection and you're trying to walk away from this. Let me see, because it's just not making you happy. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome for Aries, please. Show me the outcome. Ten of Wands in the reverse. So that's good. There's a lot of problems here, but those problems are going to resolve. You're close to the end of a cycle. In fact, you're right on the cusp of that cycle ending. And with it is going to end the problems that are associated with it. So, bottom of the deck is the Death card in the reverse. This does tell me that you are attempting to close something out. You're attempting to end something, and it's not quite over yet. It's not quite there. It's likely because this person in your energy is resisting this transition, this change. And for you, I feel like you're in the process, or you're thinking about it. You could just be in the process of trying to formulate a plan. So let's clarify. Show me the Ace of Wands in the reverse for Aries. Oh, okay. All right, so we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Two of Swords. So there's been some lying, cheating, stealing that has affected this connection. I feel like you're kind of going back and forth. You're trying to figure out what is the best solution, what is the best thing for you to do under these present circumstances. Now, it's not telling me who was involved as far as, you know, because it looks like it was a sexual misconduct in some way. And I do feel like you're trying to make a decision here. I can't tell yet if this is you who had, you know, the deceptive behavior, or if it was the other person. But whatever it is out in the open. So take it as it applies to you, Aries. What I will say is that you're going back and forth in your mind, like I was saying earlier, trying to figure out what is the best course of action for you. Why is the Eight of Cups here for Aries? Why is the Eight of Cups here? Show me the Eight of Cups. Okay, yeah, so here again we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Queen of Wands, both in the reverse. So you haven't taken any action yet, but you are considering your options, and one of your options is ending this and just walking away from it entirely. I do think that there's some internal conflict about it as well. This is not something that you're taking lightly. So I do feel that while you are inclined to end this, because you're not really feeling it for this person is how it's appearing to me. You've lost that spark. You don't feel the passion. For some of you, there's no physical interaction that's going on with this person. And so I do feel like you haven't yet taken action, but you are considering it, and you're trying to figure out, you know, if it's the proper action to walk away from this, to end it entirely, or if, you know, how you should go about it. You're definitely contemplating, and you definitely have conflict in your mind about it. Let me see the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Finances could also be part of the equation for some of you guys. Okay, yeah, there's your Ten of Wands. Now that's going to resolve. And then the Four of Wands reversed. Yeah. So again, for some of you, you're considering, you know, leaving this connection. You're no longer really invested in it. You don't feel that spark for this person. There's a lot of problems here. There's been a lot of conflict between you and this person. And so, but you're having a problem actually creating this ending. Actually, so some of you are married to this person, or you've been in a long-term connection, or possibly you live with this person, and you're having a hard time actually creating this ending, although you do feel that it's not stable, that it wasn't the best investment, or perhaps it's not the best investment for you at this time. But actually creating the ending, I feel like you're a little bit indecisive, you have conflict with it, and you're kind of going back and forth in your mind about either how to go about it in the best manner, or if you indeed should. So let's look at this person's energy. Spirit, why is the King of Pentacles here? So if you are communicating with this person, and some of you are because you actually live with them, or you, you know, like it's the same household kind of thing, or are married, you're not discussing the issue. Instead, it's kind of coming out through conflict and problems. All right, we have the Six of Swords, and we have the Hangman in reverse. So whenever this deception came out, this person became enlightened about something. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to move this connection forward, to take it away from being chaotic and bring it into a more peaceful place. But they want to do that with you. And you're trying to decide if that's even possible. I do feel like this person may have been very focused on their career, how they earn money, possibly, you know, the day-to-day type of things. And now they're beginning to see, well, maybe I wasn't really, you know, I was committed to the connection, but I wasn't really, you know, like giving to the connection emotionally. There is a sense of enlightenment about this, and there's also a sense of urgency. This person wants to create stability. They do feel like you are a soulmate of theirs. And you possibly could be. It doesn't mean that you know, that it's the right connection for you. There's a lot of different types of soulmates. All right, we have the Knight of Swords reversed, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so this person is invested. You are not. You have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. They want to invest in it. However, I can see that there has been arguing. There has been conflict. This person feels that they have not been dealt with honestly. I do feel like there's things that they want to say, but they're holding back, and they're trying to be patient. They're trying to, you know, wait and see what you are going to do or what you're going to say. But unfortunately, a lot of this is coming out through conflict and arguments between the two of you. Let me see the Ten of Pentacles. They feel that if they are patient enough, that the problems will subside and the two of you can move towards a peaceful resolution. All right, Ace of Cups reversed. Oh, yeah. So this person, I do feel like this person is realizing that an ending is coming. They're feeling emotionally drained right now. They're very sad. They have some regrets about some things that were done. They're looking back at the past. They're trying to figure out, you know, did Aries ever love me? You know, were there things that I should have done differently? They're doing a review here of the past. This person does seem to have a very strong support network of close friends, family, perhaps, likely family, but it could be close friends. And this person is really kind of emotionally drained right now. So I do feel like whatever the deception was came out. There has been a lot of conflict about it. And that's what has led this person to all this sad energy, this, you know, possibly even some depression, feeling definitely drained and fearful that this connection is ending. So let's look at the energy between Aries and this person. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Show me the energy between Aries and this person. Yeah, this person's trying to repair things, but I feel like, so you have the Four of Swords here. They have the Two of Cups. Again, this person feels like you are their soulmate. They don't want to let you go. I do feel like if they haven't already reached out to try to repair things, to try to move things in a better way, they will. I think for most of you, they have. But there's a lot that you're keeping to yourself, a lot that you're contemplating, you're thinking about. There's a lot that you don't want to talk about or discuss with this person. It's like you're saying, I want to make this decision on my own. I need to come up with this decision. I don't want to be influenced. Let me see the Five of Wands. Show me what's affecting this connection for Aries. Show me what's affecting this connection for Aries. All right, we have the Page of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Knight of Cups. This is them offering, you know, it's like a peace offering, you know, to keep this together, to bring it, you know, back together. I do feel like you're not accepting that offer. Your inclination is that this needs to end. This could be an apology for an argument that has occurred. It's definitely a peace offering, but I don't feel like you're accepting that. Yeah, let me see. Show me the outcome for Aries. If you were seeing someone else, you may, that may have ended or be put on hold for now. Show me the outcome for Aries. Yeah, Page of Cups reversed, the Magician, and the Fool in reverse. So you're both manifesting, and you're both powerful manifestors too at that. So what I can tell you is that you're experiencing a lot of difficulty here. I feel like you're having a hard time walking away from this connection, and I can see why. This person does not want to let you go. I do feel like they want to basically work this out, start over. I feel like you aren't accepting that offer. I feel like you're manifesting your freedom here. You don't want to deal with all the problems that are here. You're tired of trying to resolve things with this person, and you're quite honestly not feeling that this is the place for you. You have love for this person, but I don't feel like you feel that you want to accept an apology or want to accept this peace offering. I feel like you feel this is an unstable situation. It did take a while for this person to see what was actually taking place. It looks like they had been very distracted for a while, although they do now. I do feel that this person is trying to have a new beginning, even though they feel it's a little risky. But their fear is that you are going to absolutely step out of this connection, and they feel like that would make them extremely sad. So they're manifesting a new beginning, a resolution to the problems. You're manifesting new love, and I feel like you're having a very difficult time ending this connection, but you don't feel like you are really invested in it. So you're in the middle of a transition here with somebody who doesn't want to release you. They don't want this to end, but I feel like you do. There hasn't been a resolution to this yet. So, but you're both manifesting, but you're manifesting in opposite directions. All right, bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. That is underlying energy. The Knight of Wands indicates that there's going to be communication about this situation. It also indicates that, you know, this situation has, where there's been this conflict, this blow up, and then everything kind of comes back to normal, but you're becoming increasingly dissatisfied in the connection. I feel like that has been an on and off situation. It's not like this occurred one time. So just be aware of that. I do see some very erratic energy. I do see communication about this, but it's all up in the air right now. It's going to settle, but where is it going to settle? I feel like you've already made up your mind, Aries. You just haven't acted on it. You're having a difficult time acting on it. And that could be because there's friends and family members that you may feel quite judged at this time. And this is a process that you're going to have to make up your mind. And I feel like that's what you're asking for. You know, the more this person tries to keep you, the more it creates this conflict in your energy. You could be dealing with a Gemini. I had felt that earlier before I pulled a couple of Gemini cards, but I don't know why. So some of you definitely are dealing with a Gemini. All right, I'm going to pull an Oracle card, and we will see if there's any further information for Aries. Yeah, there it is. Family and tribe, number 20. Family and tribe. So I'm wondering if family or a close community, perhaps shared friends, is affecting, you know, this situation. All right, it says, be very discerning with other people's opinions. There it is. Become aware of how the beliefs of your family and tribe are influencing you. What did you learn about relationships, money, and opportunities when you were younger? Ask yourself, am I still carrying some of those outdated beliefs? Am I trying to seek love and approval from my family by doing what they want me to do? An important question to ask yourself is whether you're living your life in order to make someone else or yourself happy. This card asks you to examine your loyalties, family beliefs, superstitions, and rituals that have power over you. Let go of anything that is not serving you. You are also being asked to face your fears of being different and embrace your uniqueness, even if others don't understand or approve of your actions. Often working with your energy centers, in particular the root chakra, can help you release past limitations and hurts, increase your confidence, and help you manifest your desires into the physical realities. Okay. So, yeah, that card actually reinforced everything that I was just telling you. So I do hope this has been helpful in giving you a little bit of clarity as you go through this situation. It does look like a difficult situation, but hopefully this has given you some clarity. If you've resonated with this, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype this video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Aries, know that you are love. And namaste.